Bien sûr. Je vais cliquer là-dessus, je vais cliquer là-dessus. Ok, là. Donc, de retour à Dark Deity, je pense que pour le temps que je vais continuer à l'enregistrer, je vais probablement faire une bataille, ou du moins d'aller comme save to save, comme la durée d'un épisode, peu importe c'est long comment. Alright. In Duskwater, Lincoln and Bancroft find enough willing recruits to fill their requirement. Il manquait 2 tatas. Irvin and his friends are sent to escort one of the final recruits as she gathers her thing. While they wait in the end, a fierce assault from Bandit comes over the town. Ouais, c'est pas résumé du dernier épisode. The four from Brooksteed, along with new friends Sia and Elias, holds the bandits off from the inn. Now they plan to follow the trail to ambush the bandit on their own ground. This group has been troubling Darkwater for months, and in Lincoln's eyes, there is no question that something must be done. C'est pas le nord de la ville. Ouais. Je voulais aller checker un truc rapide. Je pause et je vous reviens. Ok, j'ai regardé le wiki, puis j'ai regardé 2 vidéos. Ben, le wiki avait rien à dire. Si t'allais après les 2 name guys en bas à droite, il n'y avait rien qui était mentionné sur la page de wiki, mais le wiki a l'air très très bare bones. Maybe there was something there, maybe not. Puis les 2 vidéos que j'ai regardées, les 2 personnes sont pointées non plus en bas à droite. Alright, we'll need to make camp for the night. No sense laying an ambush coming straight from a fight.
No kidding.
Couldn't agree more. I have some weapon maintenance I need to take care of as well. Always rushing off to your next errand, Irvin. I'm looking forward to kicking back and having a nice rest before we plunge into mortal peril again. I'll catch up with you. It won't take long to get my weapons situated. Irvin, I'll be around if you need help. Garrick, don't come by my tent to pester me with useless questions.
Hardly.
Useless? Just because you don't see the use doesn't mean there isn't one. Your commanding officer, that's exactly what it means. I don't have the patience for it tonight. Alright, I'll go pester CRL Elias instead. You do that. Oh! Level 9, level 6. Ok, moi je veux checker... Elias. Ah, restore du shit. Snowfire has a small independent Christians. Silky Smooth, crit deals plus 15% damage. Of Carmont. It's spicy meatball, caution, hot. Use against enemy accuracy to determine their chance to hit. Fait que j'imagine que c'est 204 moins 73, j'aurais 130% de chance, 131% de chance de me toucher moi-même. Puis cette accuracy attaque ce dodge là. True speed, increased dodge. If 5 greater than enemies, true speed unit will double attack. Vindication. Magic increased by 20% of strength. Donc, le 14% est augmenté de 20% de 44. 9, 8... Je sais pas si c'est déjà calculé, mais genre si je ferais peut-être à peu près 8-20% de 44 là. Fait que la magie passerait de 14 à 22, genre plus de 50% d'increase. Comme sa magie est tellement faible par rapport... Oh non! Sa strength, j'ai regardé ton HP comme étant sa strength. Ok, moins impressionnant. Ok, ils ont les mêmes weapons. L'adepte, les 2 adeptes ont le même weapon. Ok. Inventory, Gaga Steak. Permanent plus 5 HP. clairement pas laisser ça dans l'équipement de notre dude qui a plus de level, qui a probablement pas besoin. Upgrade! Power, Finesse, Focus, Balance. Là, la question que je me pose, c'est... Si j'upgrade... Pourquoi je suis pas capable? Requires Tier 1 token. Est-ce qu'il y a des couleurs? Keystone hold. Not very clear. Alright, fait que pickaxe plus 1 pour ma cléric. Si je regarde l'autre cléric, mon autre cléric n'a pas reçu. Fait que c'est chaque personne dans leur weapon individuel. Shop 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Strang, crack it and snack it, only for the heartiest of you, bro. Right. Avocado toast, a youth in Vorin, jar of milk, to drink that all, to do all that. The stew itself isn't nutritional, but the experience surely is. Naja fish log, eat with funny little stick that improve hand-eye coordination. Exquisite wine. Does it really increase mastery if you don't tell everyone about it? Hot bean juice. Something about this stimulating mixture makes you want to sprint. Permanent luck. Surprisingly small portion for the container came in. Delicious orange, a grimy potato from the marsh. Never trust an inland crab cake. Requires extreme talent to consume during battle. Corn on the cob. Many delight feels a sense of pride. Okay, back. Okay, back. C'est con, mais... Ben, pas que c'est con, là, mais plus tu payes, plus que ton return of investment est bon. Alright, combien d'argent que j'ai? 2400. Bonds. Ok. Irvin, on va t'aller avec ton ami Garrick. Hey Garrick, I did tell you we'd pass our trial. And with flying colors too. Though I don't remember you mentioning about skipping a grade. Ah, even your father was surprised by that. That will take some time and some adjustment for him, relinquishing control over his little corner of the world. Well, don't think our early graduation excuses your debt. You still owe me a meal and a cold drink at King's Cornucopia. I'm genuinely unsure if you're saying that because you're a man of your word or exceedingly cheap. Huh. Are those mutually exclusive? Doesn't seem like it.
What a joke.
King's Cornucopia. The place is so garish. Could you have chosen, I don't know, literally anywhere else? You just don't want to see Claudia again. Yes, and I'm sure you find quite amusing to watch me order a drink with my eyes fixed on my feet. Didn't say that. No, but you were thinking it. Oh, Claudia, I suppose she'll be staying behind Brookseed after all. Business will be down. I do hope she fares alright. Sounds like you're learning to show a little empathy.
Hardly.
Rest assured, I am as incapable of that as ever. Garrick, the cold-blooded sharpshooter. I can hardly say it without trembling. That's me. You know, with all the chaos of our hasty recruitment, I'm quite glad we end up in the same battle group. I'd die of boredom otherwise. Now at least I'll get to die of something interesting.
Don't worry.
Not anytime soon if I can help it. Then let's hope you can, my friend. Wouldn't be the first time I've saved your life. Careful now, that's a river that runs both ways.
Huh.
I wasn't aware river did that. This one does. Okay. Alden avec Maren. Quand je disais de faire from save to save, peut-être qu'on va scraper ça parce qu'il y a de l'air d'avoir quand même beaucoup de choses à faire entre les batailles. Alden, come here. Your hat's falling off. Ah, just leave it alone. There, that's better. Happy now? Don't be rude. Are you hungry? Did you pack enough beans? Fine, Maren. Really, you're so fussy sometimes. I know, I'm sorry. It's just that all of this must be so new for you. Training for this was the whole point of the academy. You're supposed to have 3 more years to do it. Oh, I'm sure you miss your friends terribly. They were all recruited too. That's right, I almost forget about that. At least this way we get to stay together. Very true. I was worried about what you might get up without me stopping you from setting all the buildings aflame. Maren, you're doing it again. Sorry, I just worry about you, Alden. We're facing all kind of new dangers every day. Bon, la fin du groupe qui est la cleric est aussi motherly. Who would have seen that coming? Which remind me, stay close to me in battle, alright? If anything goes wrong, I can heal you. But if you go too far, I can't guarantee you'll be safe. Alden, did you hear what I said? Yes, Maren. Stay close to you in battle. Alright, good. Whoop, that finished quickly. Yes. Yup. Here we are, Ellie, on a great adventure, together like I always said we would be. First, your version of always as a rather short definition. Second, this grand adventure came on a whims of yours, like everything else we do. Okay, let's do what you want to do if that's such of a burden. Let me think about that. Maybe it would help if we weren't dedicated to a cause from which we might be executed for abandoning.
Bummer.
See? No good ideas. Ever. That's why I make the decision on what we do. Oh boy, j'ai déjà goût de t'étrangler, toi. I think that's probably a massive oversimplification, but we can roll with it if you want.
This is fun.
Yay, I get what I want! Was it ever in question? Of course not. Really though, if you want to dodge out and make a run for karma, I'm all in. I don't want to drag you into something you're uncomfortable with. Oh, give it up, it's fine. Just wish we had discussed it beforehand. Well, next time I feel like I'm going to make a ridiculously compulsive decision, do you think I should ask you first? You can be my emotional touchstone. Oh, I think you should ask me first. Do you ever listen to yourself? You're just ridiculous.
Oh, come on.
So, that's a yes, right? Yes, of course I think that. Maybe there we wouldn't be stuck fighting in an unjust war for a nation we care nothing for. Hey now, what's the use of we here? I grew up in Delia. We grew up in Duskwater. The king of Delia never gave the slightest rift for you, your family, or your town. Well, pardon me for sticking my century-old cultural tradition of identifying with the place I live. Very funny. Okay, on va juste toutes les faire, qu'est-ce qui est disponible. You should be very proud of your patriotism, Sia. Huh? What do you mean? You seem quite eager to enlist. I was the same when I joined the academy. I'm eager to get out of Duskwater, I can tell you that. Really? I didn't see anything wrong with it. And you were there how long? Maybe a couple of hours? Yeah, and you were already attacked by bandits. We were. That happened often then? Not usually, but when it's not bandits, it's something else. And you know what Duskwater never is? What's that? A tourist destination?
No kidding.
I see, with the exception of recruitment tours, of course. That's right. When a war gets desperate enough, the crown reaches in hand into Duskwater. Well, you've certainly put it behind you now, but the road ahead promised both change and challenges.
Fine by me.
I like a good challenge. You'll be good to have around. I always am. Fell a long way since I was stumbled into you and Marin in the sparring field. Well done, Alden. Thanks, I've been training a lot. Sure you have. There's no shortcut to excellence. Well, you can always get lucky.
Not that simple.
And you can just as easily get unlucky. It's better not to rely on luck.
Are you sure?
Seems to work out like for Garrick. Ha! He'd have you believe that, but trust me, it doesn't work as well as it seemed. We definitely got lucky getting assigned to Sterling like that.
No kidding.
I'm with you there, that was unexpected. So he didn't even tell you he was coming? Nope, I was completely surprised. It's a shame he couldn't stay with us longer. Yeah, I can't believe we actually beat him. There should be some kind of award for that.
Not quite.
Well, we had an advantage in numbers, don't forget. C'était pas genre 4 contre 13? What about all the other challengers?
Sterling.
They were hardly comparable to Sterling Woman. Je dirais que Sterling est encore plus facile considérant qu'il avait un de range puis était incapable de bouger. Alden puis Garrick étaient capables de le set away. I guess that's true. Besides, I'm sure he had to suspend all of his non-lethal tactics. That's probably all he was learning in the army. So you don't think I could have beaten him? I mean, if it were just the two of you? Yeah, just us. Alden, I'll never accuse you of setting an ambitious goal. With some more training, possibly. Perhaps you could have beaten him. I'll keep at it until I'm strong enough to make history myself. Ain't no wrong with that. Marin. Je me demande si Marin et Alden sont frères et sœurs. This is also strange, Irvin. Every time I think back to the last days in Brookside, it feels like a dream. I'm a bit surprised to hear you say that. Between the four of us, at least you were expecting to graduate.
I don't know.
Yes, but not like this. I've never seen Master Galen that distraught before. He's usually so composed, like he's perfectly in control. The nature of war, it strips even the powerful of their control. Galen knows that best of all. He's the one who taught it to us in the first place. I think he's learning the lesson again himself. That may be. At least I don't have to wait another year for you and Garrick to catch up to me. Ok, t'étais l'aîné. And I know you've been eager to get out there ever since you enrolled. Seems like you're getting your wish.
No kidding.
I'm definitely looking forward to stepping into the stage and making an actual impact. Spent my entire life up to now in the audience. Je sais pas avoir... Perdre 1 an sur ton éducation pour aller potentiellement perdre ta vie, quand cette année d'éducation pourrait changer énormément de choses sur ta survie. That would stress me out. That's called having a childhood, Irvin. Well, I guess some people are just born to do certain things. I'm grateful for the chance to live out my calling.
It'll be alright.
I know you'll make the Academy proud and your family. Though I'll admit, your brother set the bar pretty high. All the more reason not to take my eyes off of it for a moment. Ambition has its place, don't forget. It doesn't hurt to take a look at your surrounding now and then. As long as it doesn't slow me down. I think you could have learned to slow down a little. By my standard, I'm still not moving fast enough.
You really think so?
Oh well, maybe you'll understand what I mean someday. C'est genre une very détournée confession d'amour que t'es en train de faire? When I'm your age, perhaps, or in about a year, you might be surprised. Irving, a lot can happen in a year. Hey, little man. Hope you're feeling good about that trial. I think we just might have set the record after all. You really think so? Possible. I'm sure he wouldn't admit it, but from the look on his face, I'd wager you managed to impress my father, too. That's more than I can say for myself.
Wow.
Headmaster Galen? Wow. Yep. Headmaster Galen. Still sound weird when people say that. Why? Because to you he's just dad? Sure. Let's run with that. Does he act differently at home than he does at the academy? Yes, quite. And he probably had a soft side. He's much worse. Oh.
Well, what do you know?
Nevertheless, we've managed to narrowly escape his clutches. Bit of an early congratulation for you. Definitely wasn't expecting that. Yes, well, life's full of surprise. Good for you to learn that lesson early. Fait que j'ai l'impression que Irvin et Garrick, c'était... Marin elle a gradué. Garrick et Irving allaient graduer l'année prochaine. Puis Alden dans 2 ans. C'est l'impression que j'ai en ce moment. Remarque que je dis ça, peut-être que Garrick était du même niveau que Marin. Puis que Elden est plus vieux qu'il en a de l'air. Je sais pas. Well, life full of surprise. Good for you to learn that lesson early. I think Headmaster Galland used to say something like that. Yeah, the one who is always prepared is never taken by surprise. I hope I'm not starting to sound like him. That is rather convincing Galland impression though, Elden. Terrifyingly so, in fact. Thanks. Ok, fait que là, Garrick, il y a un point d'exclamation, mais après que j'ai fini avec Meren, j'assume qu'il va peut-être être disparu. Garrick, hello! Everything's been happening so fast. I don't think I've had a chance to thank you for helping me with my trials.
You're really something.
No need, it was a privilege to see things through the end with you,
Come
for
on.
you. Not just for me, for all of us. Not even really the end, just the start of a new beginning. That's why they call it commencement. I always wondered about
Really?
that. Really? No, I never gave it a second thought, no. Oh, Garrick. Sure, you're a bit anxious about Alden. He's quite young after all. No, that's not even the half of it. At least he'll be close where I can keep an eye on him. He'll be in good hands then. And if his performance at your trial was any indication, he definitely shows promise. His performance. He's very gifted, that's for sure. He just needs some direction. Well, you usually provide that whether your recipient wants it or not. Am I really that bossy? Not with most people, no. Just with you? A bit, perhaps.
It'll be alright.
Yeah, well, maybe you could use it. Ever give that a second thought?
Hardly.
Can't say I have. Puis là, si je dis toi, puis... Il y a rien qui se passe. Ok. Si je fais back... Ok. Ok, Advance, ça... Je vais continuer de me demander ce que ça allait faire. Je vais appeler ça un épisode ici, simplement. Alors, je vais dire au revoir et à bientôt.